finally, I got the review coming to you guys for the Hookgrip knee sleeves. Now, I've been meaning to do this review for a little while. I got these a couple months back, then I had my knee problems and I wasn't able to use them yet. Then I started using them and now I'm finally coming around to give you guys a pretty thorough review of these knee sleeves. Now, the first thing you need to know about these knee sleeves is that they're not meant to provide any support really at all. You'll find that in the description of the knee sleeves when you go to buy them off of Hookgrip's website. It says there that they're not really meant for support. They're meant for warmth, and that's really what they're great at doing. They provide a really good amount of warmth for your knees, and they actually feel really great on your knees. The best way I can describe them is like if your grandma knit a sweater for your knees. You know, like they really hug your knees well and they really feel great. Now, there's a few points I wanted to make sure I brought out, so I wrote them down here. And so I'm going to compare the length of these to the SVDs and the Ray-Ban. So the SVD knee sleeves, they're 30 centimeters long. So those are one of the longest, if not the longest knee sleeves you can get. Ray-Ban knee sleeves are 27 centimeters long. And these are just a little shorter with an average about 22.5 centimeters in length from top to bottom here. So it differs a little bit depending on your size. There's three sizes: the small, medium, and large. And the medium size will fit anybody that's 60 to 80 kilograms, which is 132 to 176 pounds. So if you're under 130, get the small. If you're over 176, get the large. I went ahead and I got the large, and they fit pretty well. Now it says to make sure that to fit the bottom opening, make sure that your calves are at least 14 inches around, or the bottom opening of your knee, so that these won't slip down. But as you can see, the top is a little wider, then there's a sort of curve here, and then the bottom's a little smaller, and that curve, that natural curve, is created by this stitching here that they put in place that goes basically right over your kneecap. So they come in two colors so far. This is the black and red. It's a little more expensive, but I opted to get this because the other color is this, like the Ray-Ban blue, like that bright blue, and I'm really not feeling that. So the blue ones are $12 for two. They come in packs of two, so it's not like, you know, some other knee sleeves where you have to buy one and buy the other one. It comes with two. The blue ones are 12, and I think these were 19 for the black and red ones. Well, they look really cool in my opinion. They have the cool little logo here. It looks like a guy about to do a snatch or something. One of those Olympic movements, because these are mainly used by Olympic lifters. They note that the Chinese Olympic team uses them. You know, you can see that they're not very thick. It's almost like a little thicker than my shirt, really. They're quite elastic. There's a lot of room to stretch, but like I said, they're not very thick because they're not supposed to be, because they're not supposed to provide a lot of protection. Now, when it comes to how they're made up, they're made of 35% rubber, 55% nylon, and 10% spandex. Now, this is a mix that, of course, gives it its stretchability and all of that good stuff, helps it get a nice fit. But it's not made out of neoprene like the knee sleeves that you would expect to give you support and things like that. Another thing I noticed with these is they actually stick better on your knees when you sweat. So when you first put them on, like last time I put them on in the car, they slide down a lot, and you notice they bunch up a lot. But as you start to sweat, they actually grip your leg better, and then they stop sliding down. So basically, I would suggest these to a couple of groups of people. Now, if you know you have knee problems like I do, for instance, these aren't the best to squat in or to do any movement that you're going to do that is going to put a lot of load on your joint, because, like I said, there's no support. But your knee will feel really great in these, nice and warm, and that will help. You know, keeping the joints warm will help guard against injury, but not as much as another knee sleeve. So if you have knee problems, I would invest in a more expensive, more supportive knee sleeve. But if you're a beginner, maybe, and you your joints feel fine. You're not lifting that much weight. You feel like wearing a knee sleeve would feel good, or you want to sort of join the sort of fad of wearing a knee sleeve. These are $12. I would go ahead and get them. They feel great. Your knees will feel great if you have any sort of minor problem, or if you work out in a gym that's cold. These will keep them nice and warm. And if you're sort of like a minimalist kind of person, you don't want to be the guy that, you know, wears knee sleeves, or you have to wear knee sleeves to sort of lift weight. These, since they provide minimal to no support, you know, this is that kind of minimalist type of feel for a knee sleeve. So, you know, I kind of got them to try something different, and I'm glad I got them. I use them to deadlift now most of the time because I don't need a lot of knee support for deadlifting, but I actually got some Rock Take kneecaps for squatting. They provide a lot more support, and definitely working better for me than these for squatting for my knee issues. So that's that. You know, I go ahead and, you know, $12, you're not really going to miss out on anything. I would go ahead and give them a try. I've worn them a few times, and they don't smell. It's like the weirdest thing. Like, I've worn them a lot, and I've of course sweat every time, but I don't smell anything. So maybe eventually that's coming, or I don't know. I really would expect, based on the material, for them to sort of soak up the sweat and get nasty, but so far they're doing great. So it's a really good pair of knee sleeves. Cheap. You get two. You get a decent length. A little bit of support, mostly warmth, and that's it. So go ahead and check these out if you are so inclined. Pick you up a pair of knee sleeves from Hookgrip, and hope this review helped a little bit in your decision making if you're trying to decide on some knee sleeves. That's it. I just wanted to give a really quick brief announcement. I have started a fitness clothing line. It's called Crooked Fit, as you see here, and I have a pre-order starting for some shirts. Each shirt is $15, so this is really honestly the first one, and for $15 free shipping. I'm about to actually order the shirts, so once I get the shirts in, the price will go up. But so this one's available, and this one's available. So it says Always Summer, $15. So the website's crookedfit.bigcartel.com. Go ahead and check it out. Cop you like, forget 30, cop you like 50 of them. Just kidding, there's not even going to be 50. But yeah, check it out. I think they're pretty clean. My whole thing is trying to make shirts that you can wear working out and not working out. So I'll have more updates on this as the tees come in, etc. But just letting you guys know there's a pre-order. $15, really cheap, free shipping. Go ahead and check it out.